The powerful, patented SwiftKnowledge business intelligence technology has revolutionized the banking market via an easy-to-use, integrated, analytic solution specifically designed for non-technical business users. This web-based technology gives banks real-time, secure access to multiple financial data sources for proactive, effective management of key performance indicators such as risk, cash, and growth. It deploys quickly and provides immediate value, generating a typical internal rate of return of more than 30%. In this short video, SwiftKnowledge President Daniel Maloney demonstrates the power and flexibility of a SwiftKnowledge-powered customer marketing application.
Within the SwiftKnowledge for Banking solution is another application for customer marketing or customer management, which provides information to bankers to help a marketing manager or a branch manager help them understand more about their customers, how their customers like to interact with the bank, what actions might be taken to sell more products to those customers or to retain those customers, and we'll walk through a couple examples of. Here's a view called maturing CDs. This is a really good example of how SwiftKnowledge can sit on one set of data and provide value to many different people within your organization. At the board level, you may be interested in customer retention. One of the ways you maintain and improve customer retention is to make sure that your customers don't leave you at certain key events. When CDs mature, that's an event where a customer may choose to roll that money over or potentially take their money to another institution. So what this is designed to do is to take what might be a board initiative and drive it all the way down to what a personal banker or a call center or any operational person at a bank may be focusing on. And it's a list that brings information that might be coming from the core or a CRM system that immediately provides information about what's going on. So what you see here are different CDs that are maturing the next, in this case, 30 days. And it's sorted by days to maturity so that immediately what gravitates to the top are the key ones that need to be contacted immediately. All these are parameters so that a bank can decide any combination of what days they'd like to focus on, and in this particular case, what CDs. Right now we care about all CDs, but you could limit this to certain CDs if you wanted to. Furthermore, you can take this and either provide the entire list to a branch manager, for example, or you could group this list and then have it distributed so that everyone gets the list that is responsible for them. These things can be set up to be delivered and grouped it by responsibility name, which might be your personal banker. And now we can see in this particular case there's 6 different CDs across 4 people that are going to mature in some number of days, all less than 30, but immediately this retail banker would know who to call and how to potentially make sure that the CD does not mature and that they potentially take their money to another institution. So again, that's one example. Another example would be banks that want to know more about their customers and different profiles of customers. One of the ones that's come up quite a bit when we've talked to banks is they want to know about, again, customers that have CDs that don't have deposit accounts. This would be a prime opportunity to make sure that you can roll those CDs over into a deposit account upon maturity. We have a number of these different sort of combinations, people that have checking accounts, corporate checking accounts, but no personal checking accounts. Any one of those combinations can be created and saved to run on demand. In this particular case, we're looking at one organization, one branch, and this can be filtered so that you could look at it for a charter or a region or a bank that's rolling up to a holding company, or look at one branch or multiple branches. And in this particular case, we're looking at all the potential customers that have CDs but don't have deposit accounts. Because there's so many of them, we've actually had them grouped by the last name of the customer, but this would allow a banker to go in and to be able to look at specific people. And again, this is sorted so that what gravitates to the top are the ones that demand the most attention. So here's an example of an individual that has 13 CDs with our bank but has no other deposits. So this is the sort of information where from an analytic standpoint you zero in on that subgroup of people for which you want to take action on, which will drive the biggest change or improvement of what you may be looking at or reducing your risk. And then once you have this list, it would be very simple to bring in additional information either through a campaign to your CRM system or phone numbers so that you could individually call up these individuals and talk to them about trying to get them to buy some additional products from your bank. Another example is in the area of market segmentation, where it'd be very critical for, again, branch managers, marketing directors to really understand who their customers are, but only 11% of my dollars. That makes sense in terms of people's personal wealth and where they would have that wealth stored. And in this particular case, I can look at it by age, but I can go in and I can filter on any one of these. So if I wanted, again, to look at a particular region or branch or area within our bank, we can go in and I can pick as many or as few of these as I want, filter it on the fly, and then I can also go in and do the same thing for gender. So again, this picks up information that's stored within your database, and the segmentation view would be very useful to a branch manager or a marketing director wanting to know more about their customers, segments of their customers, identify who they are, a profile of them, and identify much better what is the message or products that I want to make them aware of as I try to get more and more business with this customer. So this information is very easy to lay out, and it can be filtered in any number of combination of ways. So right now we're looking at the entire organization of a bank, but I can go in and I could pick any sort of subgroup. I can pick one or more branches that I want to rerun this on the fly. Likewise, I could look at it by gender, and I could look at it by a subset of any one of these combinations. And finally, our templates come with a number of fields that we've heard from community bankers already are key to them, but we have a number of different fields in here. For example, zip code, which may be of use, and it can easily be added into the overall analysis so that when you have a starting template, you can continue to expand on that from an ad hoc basis to really zero in on what may be the key data that you're looking for and the key subgroups that you're trying to identify your message. Likewise, in addition to market segmentation, we have other things like channel mix or service usage, which will allow to provide different sorts of information. Channel mix obviously would help you get a better feel for your customers. How do they like to interact with your bank? Are they more high tech? Are they more high touch? How do they really like to interact with you? This will help you when you think about how you want to send new messages to them in terms of whether they do most of their business out on the internet, over the phone, they come into the lobby and work with the tellers. So again, we have a number of different pieces of information related to customer marketing or customer management that are pre-built and ready to go, and all of this information is updated daily and is available throughout the bank based on security levels.